I'm really excited to show you this style. We are going to keep the front long-ish to cover her ears, and then we're going to take the back short right behind the ears. If you have short hair, you know that right behind the ears is the hardest part of a shorter women's haircut because it always feels bulky and sometimes either flips out or it just usually has a mind of its own. So we're going to take the back right here behind the ears short, but also keep this back crown long enough so she has volume. I always like to cut this hair wet. I feel like I have a little bit more control, and I'm going to start with the outline. So remember, the haircut's all about creating your guides. So if I can start with the outline and set that guide first, then it will help me when I'm doing the rest of the haircut. So we are going to start with the neckline. We're going to comb that straight down, and then I'm just going to do a straight across cut. Now, right here on the sides, you can pull it out with your fingers. And I like to do that for the first cut, and then I always like to just comb it down and hold it with my hand to make sure I'm not getting any stragglers. I'm going to take it short right here behind the ear, and then we're going to get this angle really sharp and then keep it long right through here. So I'm going to hold it out and cut at this angle. I'm going to stop right behind her ear. This is where I want my angle to start and stop. And this will also allow her to be able to tuck it behind her ear and not have a lot of bulk right there, which I think is really cute on a shorter hairstyle. So see how I've held it out with my fingers and I've got the angle, but now right there's all those straggly hairs. This is when I will comb it straight down with my comb and then hold it with my left hand. You can even tip her head so it's a little bit easier to cut. And I'm just cleaning that up. Now we're going to take this angle and we're just going to angle it straight down and keep this length right there. So I'm going to take some that I have cut and some that I haven't. And so I'm going to angle my fingers down and I'm going to connect those two angles. So essentially I'm just making like a V shape right over her ear. The cool thing about this short haircut is you can customize it to whatever you want. So if you want the hair up over the ear, then you just move this angle forward. See, if I move it forward, then her whole ear will be showing. If I move it back, then the long hair will cover her ear and the short part will start right here. So you can decide where you want that angle to be. So I'm not going to take a ton off the front because I want to keep that length. I'm just going to angle it up behind her ear. And then the same thing, once you've cut with your fingers, then you're going to comb and see how there's some of those long straggly hairs, so just keep that ear out of the way. Comb it a few times and make sure that I've got everything that I need. So see right there how my fingers missed all those long straggly hairs? I want to just take that angle off. Short women's hair is actually my very, very, very favorite to cut because you can create a ton of like funky, cool styles just by changing a few angles. Now we have the whole outside guide set, so I know exactly where I'm going to end. Now my second guide that I'm going to set is the one up at the layers. I like to start where they part the hair. So she usually parts on this side. So I'm going to take about a ½ inch on either side of that part. And remember, we're keeping the length decently long because we like that, the swoop over. So I'm just going to barely trim off the ends to take any of those split ends away. This is the other part that you can really customize to what you want. You can do straight layers across, or you can do shorter layers in the back. And if you do shorter layers in the back, you're going to angle your comb down like this so they're longer in the front and shorter in the back. We are going to go straight across because I actually want this back part of her crown to have volume and to kind of be like a whatever that is called. So I'm gonna go straight back until I run out of hair. And this is called the middle mohawk guide. So now that I've set this whole guide, this is my second guide. So remember, here's my first guide is the outline. My second guide is this middle mohawk section, and this will set the length for the whole top. So I'm going to pull that over to one side and take little sections and match everything to that first cut. Now the first couple, you might not cut very much because this is her bangs and this is probably going to be shorter than what I just cut, and that's totally fine. You're going to bring this up and match that first cut. You can also cut this haircut depending on the texture of the hair. You can also cut it at angle cutting, which means you hold it down far and then you turn your scissors at an angle and you cut big deep V's. With her hair, we want to keep it looking really nice and thick, and so I'm cutting it blunt to create a little bit more weight on the ends. Typical pixie cut, you would definitely cut at an angle, big deep V's. So around the back, I'm just now going to pivot around and use that same guide and still just take little sections all the way around the crown of her head. And make sure you are holding your elbows up so you don't drop that arm. As soon as you drop that arm, then it will change the angle of the haircut. Okay, now this last cut is actually pretty cool because you get to connect the guides that you've already created. So here's where you find your first guide. You pull up hair right in the top of her head. This is her layers guide. And the bottom guide is the first guide that you cut is the length. And you pull those out and then you connect. Now this is also where you can really adjust this angle. If you come out like this, remember she's going to have a lot more volume right here in the crown of her head. If you want it more of a shorter layered look, then you can go straight up and down. So I'm going to do exactly what I did in the top of her head and do an inch wide in the back. And I'm going to pull this hair out and find my guide. So right there, see how that is my bottom guide? If I pull this hair down, that is the hair on the bottom. Then I'm going to connect that to this hair and connect both of those guides. This will eliminate any of those weird lines that you might have in the haircut. This will really just layer it perfectly. And when it's styled, it will help it lay really nice. So then I'm going to take another little section of hair and do the exact same thing. Remember to not get in a hurry with this and to take little sections of hair because if not, then you'll be dragging the hair too far and will create unwanted lines. You can also see when I'm making my parts, how I comb some of this hair out of the way. I don't want it, once I've cut it, I don't want to have to worry about it. So make sure that you're doing your parts really nice and clean. Also, instead of using your comb straight up and down like this to make a part, I like to turn it a little bit more sideways and it gives me more control of the hair. And then comb all of the hair that you're not cutting. So see how I'm just working with this one section? Then I'm going to pull a section out, start at the bottom, cut up, comb it again, find where you just left off cutting, which is right there, and continue that line up, and then keep continuing that up until you don't have any more hair. So right here in the front, I want to keep this, remember, a lot of volume right here. And so when I'm connecting these two guides, I've got to find this one, which is decently long, and I'm going to angle my fingers out away from her head, and that will connect that bottom guide and that layers guide. So whatever angle you need to turn your fingers is totally fine as long as you are connecting both of those guides. When you do the bangs on a style like this, I want you to think about what you want the final style to look like. So I want her bangs to just start basically back here where her part is and just spray over her forehead like that. But we do want to keep this part long. I'm basically just going to take a little sliver and then I'm going to cut it to how she's going to style. So I'm going to take this section right here And I'm going to turn my single scissors at an angle and start making little V cuts. And then you just kind of keep combing them down and visualize exactly how you want them to look when the style's finished. You may have a really heavy part right here, and that's where I would suggest using your texturing shears and not cutting any shorter, because if you cut this shorter, then you're going to have a hole and then long hair, and then it'll just not flow. So if you have a really thick piece, we don't really have that problem here, but if you have this problem, then just take your texturing shears and thin that out right there. Then I'm just going to take this section of hair and I'm going to pull it up to the unicorn horn angle, and this will layer everything really nicely down from the top down. And then, since we want this to just be light and voluptuous, I'm keeping this in.
That's good, I like that. I've always wanted that, actually.
Did you ever think I was going to use voluptuous in your tutorial? I'm going to take a little bit of hair out right here where it's heavy, and this will just help lift this part up. Right there and right there. I want the hair, when I blow it dry, to be pretty light so I don't have to, so I can naturally get volume. Okay, I'll show you that a little bit slower. I realize I just sped through that. Right here, here's the section. I'm going to turn my scissors at this angle. I'm going to go in about half the length of the hair, and I made one little snip with that, with the scissors. And this, do it right over her ear also, because if she wants to tuck it, then I don't want there to be a lot of bulky hair right here. And always behind the ear, because remember, this is our problem area in all shortcuts, is right behind the ear. So take those texturing shears, get rid of any bulkiness right behind the ear so you don't have hair sticking out. A few times right around her crown. And this will just help that hair easily style when she blows it dry. A style like this, the blow dry, is 90% of the style. If you can get a good blow dry, your style is going to be so easy. I think that looks really good. We're going to blow dry, and then if we have anything else that we need to touch up, we will do that when it's dry. So you can see from the blow dry, we've got tons of natural volume. And this is where you want to double check to make sure you don't have to do any more little cuts or tweaks to the haircut. And then once the haircut looks really good and feels really good, then you can go ahead and keep styling. Look how cute this cut looks. We have tons of volume. The bangs lay perfectly over her forehead. This side is so cute. You can see how the angle is back behind the ear. I can't wait to show you an ending video, 360, and pictures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys try this cut.